up everyone, this is Frank over here from PlayerEssence.com and welcome to another video that I have here. And I'm just going to be talking about the leaked rumor list for the Nintendo Direct that's supposed to be happening on April Fool's Day, we figured. And I also want to talk about the Zelda Wii U delay and some of my thoughts about the NX and what other people have been saying. Sorry I didn't get this video out sooner, but it seemed like everybody and their mom was posting videos about all these topics. So I decided, hey, I'm going to wait a little bit, let the dust settle, kind of think about it, review the information that I've seen online before I just go spouting out stuff, because there's been a lot of people that just start talking and they have literally no analysis to back it up other than their own opinion, yet they're trying to talk like it's factual, which is not true at all. So let's go ahead and start with the rumored leaked list of games that Nintendo's going to be having for the Nintendo Direct. That's supposed to happen this Wednesday. So I do think that the Nintendo Direct, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct. Do I think it's going to be this Wednesday? I don't know. Who knows if that leak is true or not. But a lot of the stuff on there, if somebody did make that leak to be fake, they spent a lot of time kind of searching through everything. So for those who don't know, supposedly a Nintendo of Germany ex-employee or something like that leaked this list, and there was a lot of notable stuff on there. I'm not going to go over everything because that would take me around 30 to 40 minutes. The presentation is supposed to be 39 minutes long, but probably the big bullet points was Star Fox on Wii U, co-developed by Platinum Games and probably Hideki Kamiya. So that was a big thing, and I'm not saying this is true or not, and it's called Star Fox Horizon, by the way. I love Star Fox. I love Star Fox 64. I have the game on the 3DS. I have the game on the Wii Virtual Console. I have the game on the N64. I've played it a million times. It is fantastic, and I would really like to see Platinum Games and Hideki Kamiya, with Nintendo's help with Shigeru Miyamoto, develop this game. Now, if it's not Platinum Games, that's fine, but the list does say that it's Platinum Games who's helping co-develop this game. One of the cool things, as far as kind of like the leading into that factor, was that little Star Fox Easter egg that was in Bayonetta 2. I mean, that cannot be ignored. It's obvious that there's some Star Fox fans on that team, otherwise they wouldn't have put that in there at all. So the fact that they actually put that Star Fox Easter egg in there was really, really cool, and I actually really like that. And if it was developed by Platinum Games, I would just be like, oh man, that would be a big deal. That would all of a sudden turn the game from people anticipating it to it being really anticipated by people who necessarily don't play Nintendo games, people who like Platinum Games, who've always developed for the most part on the other systems. So that would be really cool. I would love to see that, and hopefully that is true. But if it's not, I'm still happy to play a new Star Fox. I still want to see the HD graphics, first time Star Fox is in HD, so that would be fantastic if they were able to just show it off and really get its full debut, because really last year we haven't really seen much of it. Closed door event for E3. Let's go. We're going to move on to Legend of Zelda Wii U getting delayed. Now, this was a big deal. A lot of people have been saying, oh, now Nintendo's going to abandon the Wii U. Now Nintendo's going to be done with it. Now Nintendo doesn't have anything. Now they're going to release it on the Nintendo NX. Now they're going to do all this, which is, there's no factual evidence to back any of this up. It's just people talking, because that's what a lot of YouTube people do and a lot of analysts do. They don't research anything. They don't really know what they're talking about. They just spout off opinions, and what I'm going to say is just based on the evidence and the facts from what Nintendo has said about the delay. It's probably coming out 2016 to kind of give more of the 2016 push that the Wii U is going to have. Possibly the Nintendo NX, which we'll talk about in a little bit, will be coming out in 2017. So Legend of Zelda Wii U could be a great title to have in that 2016 slot in there, especially if there's a new Metroid coming in 2016 as well. But that could be coming in 2015. Who knows? We have to wait till E3. But with the Legend of Zelda, as far as that goes, the game, usually every Zelda game that has been put out in some form, not as far as console Zeldas go, they've been delayed. A lot of people have been saying, oh, well, they could delay it like they did Twilight Princess and put that on the Wii U and on the Nintendo NX, which maybe, but I don't see them, if the Nintendo NX comes out in 2017, I don't see them delaying the game till 2017. I think it's going to be a 2016 title, and it's going to be right in there, and there could be an NX port. Definitely, why wouldn't you want to port that type of game to the NX? I think it would do really well on there, because whether we like to or not, there's going to be a lot of people who skip the Wii U this generation, but might pick up the NX if Nintendo kind of turns things up, you know, as far as making the system with features and all the stuff that some of the other fans like, as far as Microsoft and Sony fans. If they put that stuff in there and the NX has more of those games, you know, as far as the core games in HD that people really wanted to see Nintendo do, like the F-Zeros and the Metroids and Zeldas, all that in glorious HD, and if that's all on the NX, then I think there's going to be some people who take the jump and buy that system. So to have a Legend of Zelda game on there, that would be cool, but do I think that they're going to delay it all the way till then just to get a dual release like Twilight Princess? No, I don't think that's going to happen. As far as the delay goes, I'm upset. I would have liked to have the game in 2015, of course, but we don't know what Nintendo's going to be putting out. I mean, we have games that Iwata has said himself, which a lot of people who seem to say there's nothing for the Wii U this year, it leaves a big gap. Iwata says that there's unannounced games coming out this year for the Wii U. Just like they sprung Captain Toad out of nowhere. But they're still going to have announcements for games that are coming out this year in 2015, which they said they're going to focus on games in 2015. We could get lots of stuff. And one of the big games that I wanted to talk about, what we know is confirmed to be working on, is Next Level Games is working on a Wii U game. That could easily be the title that Nintendo said, hey, let's put this game out right here, you know, at this point, and let's have that be that. And let's give games like Devil's Third, and let's give games like Star Fox, and let's give games like Xenoblade more time to shine. And let's really polish Legend of Zelda Wii U, because that's what Eiji Aonuma said. And a lot of people who say, oh, well, they're just delaying it for the NX. Not necessarily. If you look at what Eiji Aonuma said, they wanted to put more stuff in the game. They had more ideas, and they didn't feel like keeping it to a 2015 timeline was going to help the game in general. And overall, there's delays in all. Uncharted's delayed, there's lots of games that's been delayed. The Witcher's been delayed, Rainbow Six has been completely scrapped a couple times and remade. This type of stuff happens, especially when you're building high fluidity, big worlds, RPGs. That type of stuff happens, and I'm not excusing it, and I'm not saying, oh, well, it's okay that it's delayed or anything, but hey, it's their game, they want to make it the best they can make it, and they've said that they're delaying it to really put the fine-tuning and touches and add in the ideas they really want to do, and hey, I'm all for it if it's going to make it a better game. Personally, me, I'm not too upset by that because I have Xenoblade Chronicles X, and we all know that game is going to be massive. I mean, massive. I'm going to put so much time into that game, and I'm going to be playing that game for years. So for me personally, it's not that big of a deal because there's no way I'm going to find time to play Xenoblade Chronicles X, Super Smash Bros., which I still play every single day online, and then also Zelda. That's just a little too crowded. And then you add in Devil's Third, which is also going to have a huge multiplayer, and then Star Fox. For me, as far as Nintendo content goes, that's a lot of stuff coming, so I'm kind of cool with that. So that's that as far as the Zelda Wii U delay. Next, I do want to move into the NX and kind of more of my thoughts on that system and what I feel it's going to be. Now, I talked about this a little bit on my live stream, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I do want to spend a little bit as far as what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a console, and it's going to be a hybrid. It's going to be like a hybrid console. You're going to have a portable section, you're going to have the hardware section, and really what it's going to do, it's going to be able to have cross-play, cross-buy, cross-save with the games, and I think that it's really going to come, and you can get it basically by itself if you want to get just the console base, or you can get the portable base, or if you buy them together, you get a discount. And they really use the same architecture, or very similar, to where it's easy to just put one game out, a Nintendo game, and it comes through both of them. They offer incentives with Nintendo's new DNA program that they have as far as the Club Nintendo goes, and I think you'll see people gravitate towards it, especially if they get the good smartphone marketing. They're still pumping out games on the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS as far as enriching the virtual console library. Maybe they even have it to where it's cloud servers, and to where you have a subscription service. You can basically play it on any one of your systems, whether it's the Wii U, the 3DS, the Nintendo NX, the portable side, and the console side. So I think that would be really cool, and I think that would also bring back third-party developers. But I do think that Nintendo needs to make sure that the NX is like the PS4, Xbox One, or like the next generation, but it needs to be like the PC. It needs to be like the x86 architecture. You need to model like the third-party developers want it if you want to have those third-party games, or at least get some of them in. Now, I know some third-party games are probably never going to hit Nintendo's platforms just because of the stigma attached to the Nintendo fan base and all that, and that's cool. But I do legitimately think that some developers didn't put their games on the Wii U just because it does run a different, or a completely different architecture than the other systems as far as Microsoft and Sony goes. So on the same architecture, PC, Nintendo develops games on PC. That wouldn't be hard for them to do. It's not a big deal. And you'll get more third-party games out there for the system, plus you'll have Nintendo's first-party games, and really make this system for the core gamers. You know, come out with the type of games that we want to play. I understand that people like platformers and the Mario parties and all that stuff, and the WarioWare, or what was it? Yeah, the Wario game that I played, I didn't like it. It's a party mini game, whatever. I forgot exactly what it's called. But I understand people like all those games, but really need to make sure they have like Fire Emblem, they have like Golden Sun, and they have, you know, F-Zero would be nice, Metroid would be nice. Those type of games need to come out a lot sooner in the timeline than they did for the Wii U, because really all we got was platformers. So I think that's what you do to make the NX successful. Not only that, but you make a Pokemon game. No longer is the Pokemon game just restricted to the handheld. A Pokemon game can now become on the console. And you know what would be the really cool thing with Nintendo NX? As soon as you come home, since you have the Wi-Fi or the cloud servers, it automatically transfers your data. So if you're playing one game, it automatically transfers your save data. You don't have to do anything, switch the memory sticks. Just automatically does it. You can pick right where you left off on the console side of things. And even the console side can have some added benefits of maybe even better graphics or higher resolution, all that stuff, some added benefits of whatever else they do for the console side. And the portable side has the benefit of being portable. So I do think that would be really cool. So I don't know if this turned into like my wants for the Nintendo NX, but that's just what I think it is. Some of my thoughts though do come from what Nintendo said in the past. Nintendo did say that they want to have an architecture that was very similar so they can make the handheld and console games the same. And they did talk about creating a membership to where you get discounts and wanted more synergy between the console and the portable side. Plus, probably the biggest giveaway is that they did combine their R&D sections back in 2013. The portable R&D team and the console R&D team, they put them together. So all that combined makes me think what they're going to do. But hey, you never know with Nintendo. They always have all sorts of crazy stuff up their sleeves. So it'll be interesting to see what the Nintendo NX turns out to be. So that basically wraps it up for this video. I want to thank all of you guys for watching. Please make sure you hit that like button if you did like the video. It lets me know that you guys want more talks just like this one. And also make sure you subscribe if you're someone new. You can also check out PlayerEssence.com for that as well. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for this video, and we will see you guys for the next one. Peace.